Are virtual reality gloves worth it? Well, no. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell and like this video and what is this? This was the review you wanted. Oh, really? Where's the explanation that I asked for? Or, you know, a showcase of the gloves. Did you even think to put that? Or even then, did you even think to make the video longer than like 10 seconds? Because, you know, I think we would like to make money off of ads, don't you think? Wow, man. I don't think you really appreciate this fine art, this masterpiece that I made here. Yeah, you're 100% right. I don't think this is a masterpiece or whatever you're thinking of. You're missing so much. Stop. Look, if you think you can make this video better, then why don't you make it? Yeah, I think I will. You know what? Go run off to whatever world you came from, dude. No, fine, dude. Whatever. Make the video. See if I care. See ya. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. It's a portal, you idiot. Jeez. Controlling games using gloves has always been a lifelong dream for so many. In 1989, you had Nintendo's Power Glove, which nowadays is showcased as a gaming accessory icon, even though at the time it was perceived poorly. In 2018, you had the movie Ready Player One, where the film shows the main character, Parzival, utilizing high-tech VR gloves to fight the corporal bad guys in the metaverse. Truth be told, we're basically living in Ready Player One now, so, In 2021, a guy named Lucas made VR gloves a reality by showcasing a cheap DIY glove setup that you can utilize in VR. I mean, it came with haptics, resistance to touching things, and everything you can think of. Fast forward to now, 2025, where we have a variety of choices when it comes to gloves in VR. So, the big question, are VR gloves worth it? No. These are the StretchSense XR game gloves, and they go for a whopping $4.49 a pair. The quality on these feel fantastic, although the ends of my pinky fingers are starting to flail and tear apart. That might actually be me, like a me problem, honestly. Both gloves are connected via Bluetooth pucks located on the top of the hand. Also, if you want to use them in any Steam VR applications such as VRChat, you'll need 2 additional trackers, which the package comes with an adapter to attach those. More on that in a minute. You may have also noticed on these gloves that there are no controllers or joysticks on these things. Well, that's when the software comes into play. So the finger tracking itself and the software side of things is interesting to say the least. Calibration for individual finger tracking is somewhat simple. You press a button, follow the easy movements on screen, and boom, you're done. Now for the controller part itself, that's where the fun truly begins. Every button and action that is on an index controller can be mapped via software. On top of that, you can control when the button or actions are triggered, where the dead zones are between gestures, or you can even recreate the action of using a joystick. Okay, so a question that has probably popped into your mind, is having a functional joystick or controller truly necessary like other gloves have them, such as the UDCAP gloves or the Driver X? Or have we finally entered an age of button and joystick free VR, and I can make gestures to control myself in VR and do various VR stuff without having to actually have a joystick? Well, for me personally, I don't really mind using gestures to move around or interact with the world around me. However, I know for a good majority of people out there, this would probably not cut it or be their cup of tea. These gloves offer a wide variety of personal customization when it comes to bindings. However, for the majority of people out there, they most likely don't want to spend an hour fine-tuning their gloves just to make sure they can properly use the A and B button. On top of that, this software is still in its infancy stages, so you may come across some bugs or high performance issues when using these. Of course, this doesn't bode well for people like me who use 20 different programs to make sure my mishmashed face tracking setup works properly in VRChat. Overall though, if you're looking for high quality VR gloves and you're not afraid of spending time to fine tune hand gestures and bindings, then I couldn't recommend these more. Especially since these gloves come in at $100 cheaper than the competitors on the market right now. However, VR gloves overall are just, they're just not it, man. I put VR gloves in the same category as haptic feedback vests. They're just a gimmick, and a very expensive gimmick at that. Sure, the price of these gloves come in at a whopping $449, but that's also not including the 2 additional trackers that you'll need on the top of your hands, and the 1 base station that you'll need to track all of this for a Steam VR environment. Oh, and if you're American, we can't forget the freedom tax called tariffs, so thank you. Salute the troops. And this isn't even a problem with just these gloves, it's a requirement for all of the most popular VR gloves on the market right now. So in reality, if you're starting from scratch, you're looking at spending closer to $1,000 just to actually, come to think of it, what is special about having gloves? I guess I'm able to pick up my drink without having to, you know, take my controller off. Oh, I can give people the bird. Well, I mean, I can do that with my index controllers. I guess I can spread my fingers apart? Look, I'm not bagging on you if you regularly use VR gloves, just like I'm not bagging on people that use haptic feedback vests and make very epic and funny VRChat moment videos, I guess. But to the people wondering if we finally reached a point where VR gloves are essential for an immersive VR experience, well, you're gonna have to keep waiting. Ideally, when a pair of gloves come out that are Steam VR native and you don't require a puck on the back of your hand, reasonably priced, and also they have proper feedback and haptics so that I can feel the veins popping when I crush my friend's skull in with my bare hands. Then I'll recommend those gloves. But until then, I'll stick to my 5-year-old index gloves and pretend that I can feel things with them. Oh, side note, if you're a VTuber and you're looking for hand tracking, then these gloves are awesome for that. I've been using them alongside the VTubing program Warudo, and it's been a blast to screw around with my chat over at twitch.tv/Fliptrip with 2 P's at the end. But this video is about VR and VRChat, not, well, not VTubing. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Hey, I hope you learned a thing or two about VR gloves, and if you didn't, well, I'm gonna shed a single tear down my eye right now. And also, special thanks to these people that are scrolling on screen right now. I know I say this at the end of every video, but seriously, this video would not have been possible without these people. You guys technically funded me to buy these gloves, and I couldn't be more thankful, even if there's something I won't really use in VR for now. And with that, I'm gonna go, because my mic has died 6 times, and also I ran out of storage on my hard drive and I had to refilm like half of this whole video, so I'm gonna go now before I lose my mind. So bye bye, take care. I'll see you on the flip side. That was really fucking lame, I'm really sorry. Oh, there goes my hand. Okay.